up, y'all?
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey.
What's going on? How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. If y'all guys, just disclaimer, you might hear Maggie today in the background. She's a huffing and a puffing and a moving and a grooving.
Yeah, Maggie's wilding out today.
I know.
She's being a real fool.
I know. We've been trying to record for a hot second now, but anyways.
It's cool, Mags. Take your time. Oh, what are we recording here? What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, what is this? This is the
Help podcast, where, we both need a lot of help. So,
yeah,
this
exactly.
is the Cry for Help podcast.
Yeah, we are winning today. We are winning.
It's so nice out. I actually really can't wait to take Maggie on a walk.
It's such a beautiful day. It is such a freaking beautiful day.
Gorge.
Yes.
Should we get into it? Should we get get into the
nitty gritty?
No. Oh, shit, girl. You done did it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I was trying there. All right, y'all. We're actually talking about grit today.
Gritty grit.
Gritty grit. Not the grits you eat at your grandma's house, which are delicious.
I could talk about that, too.
Honestly, you know what? No shame, baby.
If we have some time at the end, maybe we'll get in there. Isn't that what you made? Was it shrimp and grits that you made for your friend?
Girl, I made her crawfish pie. That wasn't fully
crawfish
cooked.
Pie.
But yeah, good times. Back to the story. So Brooke looked it up on the internet.
On the Google Webs, which is, my favorite thing to do is just Google everything.
Yeah.
Like, do you Google ridiculous shit, like how to live, basically?
Yeah, I looked up the effects of Rogaine. The other day, because I was concerned my hairline was receding.
Okay,
so yes, I do.
Like, maybe I'll get some Rogaine. Like, we'll see what's going on.
Yes, I will. I don't know.
Verdict?
The options are open still.
Okay. Okay.
I'll let you know when we go into the trial.
Okay. Yeah,
arena.
I want to be tuned in on that. Sometimes I look up stuff like, like how to respond when someone says this.
Oh, no, do you really? That is so amazing.
No, it's not. It's not.
I've looked up how to deal with frustrating people or like
yeah.
stuff like that.
Same. I'm like, can someone help me live life? Help me live life, Google.
Yeah, please. Tell me what to say at all times.
Thank you.
So what does it say for grits?
For grits, gritty grits, we've got Maggie on the mic. Just breathing right in there. We appreciate you, Maggie. Okay, so this is from, it's a little bit like maybe not our target ourselves, but it's from the Grit Guide for Teens. So
okay, good. Standards here. Let's do it.
So the basic definition of grit is that grit is passion and perseverance for long-term and meaningful goals.
That is great.
It's the ability to persist in something you feel passionate about and preserve when you face obstacles. So
you know what?
What?
Yeah, I guess I thought about it differently. I just thought it was just perseverance and going through the muck.
Okay.
Going to an uphill battle, but I guess it's just goal oriented. It's like a specific goal and having grit for that specific thing, not just life in general.
Yeah, I think
waking up every day.
And you're like, I gotta have some grit for that.
Yeah,
getting out of this damn bed.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea behind it. Oh, Maggie, did you have something to say?
She says she has a lot of grit dealing with us today. Maggie,
this is grit right here. It's me dealing with your ass. God, she's excessive. Anyway.
Yeah, so does it say any other informative?
No, but there is a book by the same lady who I wish that I had read, I wish that I had read it, but, I didn't.
No, it's okay.
But it's called Grit, the Power of Passion and Perseverance. And I know that this was, kind of a thing. I think when this book came out, it came out in 2016. Mm-hmm. And I vaguely remember it being, out there in the zeitgeist and people talking about grit and, how you have to have grit to, accomplish your goals.
Yeah.
And because if you don't have that, if you don't have grit, basically you're not going to be able to withstand all the shit, I think is what they're saying.
Yeah.
And make it through.
to whatever goal you're seeking, or maybe just a journey of life. All the above. Yeah, that's super cool.
But
Yes.
I'm here to be a cautionary tower.
You know what? I'll go with it, Brooke. I'm in there. We're gonna go with it.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but a cautionary tale of grit being too much, like taking it too far.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily like taking the grit too far, but it's maybe just like having grit in the wrong. This is gonna be. She's like right by the mic.
Hold on, should we take a break?
Yeah.
Because I can't. Because Maggie's freaking out. I have not done anything to provoke this.
Maggie.
I did a belly rub and she just done lost it.
Maggie, you're gonna get kicked out. So, me, the cautionary tale of grit going too far, and then also like it just being applied in the wrong places. So...
Yeah, what do you mean, like, wrong places? Is there a wrong place for grit?
Yeah, like, I was having this conversation yesterday about I've never really had, like, these guiding principles and stuff in my life. Like, these, like...
yeah, I remember, yeah.
Specific wants. Like, this is how I'm gonna live my life.
This is the value I want to proceed with moving forward.
Yeah. And this is, like... This is the ultimate thing. So, like, for a lot of people, I think it's like, you know, get married and have a family. And it's like, this is their guiding light through life. And it's what they make their daily decisions based on. And I've never had that, really. And I think part of that has to do with, like, growing up as the youngest. Like, the way youngest. And being the youngest in, like, my friend groups.
And you feel like everybody kind of leading you.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't have to take the reins here.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. And I still do that, like, even in just, like, general friendships. Like, when people want to hang out, I'm like, no, I don't have a say in this. Like, it's wherever you want to hang out. It's
interesting.
A very uncomfortable place for me to be to make a decision. And I think I'm just naturally, like, indecisive, but also I have that layer, too, of, like, I never had to make decisions. I was just, like, doing whatever people told me to do.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so I think that has something to do with the fact, like, I didn't feel like I could make these decisions, potentially. Yeah. But, I mean, I obviously could have. I just never did. But one decision that I did make and really live my life by from ages like 13 or maybe 14 through like 22 is just like be the skinniest person there ever was.
Yeah, no, maybe not.
Just like, just whatever you do, just be the skinniest person that existed in the world.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that like goes into the back end of it. And I mean, I've told you a little bit about that, how like when I was a junior in college, so it was like, what, 20, something like that?
Yeah. Well, and you showed me photos of you.
Yeah, I weighed 114 pounds.
You were a completely different person. Like, you know?
Yeah, it's just not natural for my frame to weigh. Here's the other thing. Like, I would go to the doctors and stuff because I was, like, not having periods or, like, my stomach was hurting. And it's all obviously because I'm not eating food. Like, it's obviously that. But the doctors were like, well, I don't know. You're, like, a normal...
No. I'm wow about this story. So they're just like, woo, you're just a normal teenager. Just gonna take a hard test.
You're a normal, like, weight for your height, like, this kind of thing. But, like, for my natural body and frame, like, not at all. Like, I was dying. Literally, I was running, like, 3 miles a day every day, and that was my minimum. Like, usually I was running more because I was training for a half or something.
What were your friends like in there? They're like, man, we're gonna go 3 miles today, or this was just a one-man band. That is some grit. Nobody wants to wake up.
It was just me. Yeah. It was all that like, it literally was all that mattered to me. And it was like I had so much willpower and so much grit because I think that I don't know that I ever like would have written this down or like really even acknowledged it in this way during that time, but like I think that it amounted to like I will matter and I will be happy if I reach this goal weight or like this goal body of mine, which was just no matter what. I had such crazy body dysmorphia that no matter what I looked like, I just as soon as I ate, I thought I was fat again. Like,
yeah.
and I have so many crazy stories of just, one time I ordered a pair of True Religion jeans, and I thought I got a size 27 or something, or 26, and I was like nervous that it was going to be a size too small. And this was like back before like you ordered something online and it's at your door like an hour later. This was back in like the 2010s. So it took a while. It took the real like 5 to 7 business days or whatever.
So you chose the right size for you, or
I chose a size that I thought like that I wanted, but I thought might be too small. So I didn't eat for the entire shipping period, which was 5 to 7 business days. I think it got there in 5. But yeah, I just didn't eat food. And like the only like anytime I would think about eating food, the thing that kept me from doing that was, no, these jeans are coming and you have to fit into these jeans.
And did you end up fitting into them?
Yeah. I ripped them about 1.5 years ago, but trying to wear them again.
We could burn the pants together. We could have a...
They're gone, yeah, they're gone. But for, 6 years they fit, so...
Yeah.
But that was, like...
That is just, that's, like, dedication on another level. Like,
yeah.
5 to 7 days, bro. That's a long time.
Yeah. And, like,
Your body probably went into starvation mode, for sure.
Oh, my body was in starvation mode for, like, 3 years.
Did you get hungry at all?
No. I started eating...
So when you started eating, you weren't even that hungry? It was, like, forcing yourself in a way, or no?
No, I have so many, like, insane eating things now because of it.
Yeah.
So there's, like, the starvation study that was done on... I think it was, like... I forget what nationality. I want to say, like, Canadians? I'm not sure. But it was done on men. And it was so they could... they didn't have to go into a draft for a war or something.
Mm-hmm.
So for like a certain number of months, I believe it was 3 months, they fed them a 1,500 calorie diet. So every day they ate 1,500 calories, which is way more than I was eating. Like I would fucking panic if I ate more than like 400 calories.
Yeah.
And I counted calories like crazy. So
yeah,
they
that's
fed,
like a full-time job right there, just counting your calories.
I didn't eat that much, so it wasn't that much to count.
Oh, well.
Which makes it easier. But, so they fed them the 1,500 calorie diet, which is, like, a somewhat normal diet for women. Mm-hmm. Like, women can get away with that. But for them, it was considered, like, a starvation type diet. It's way more than I was eating. They followed these guys for the rest of their lives, and they all had like weird psychology about food for the rest of their life after that 3 months of starvation. They were like hiding food, hoarding food, binging, purging.
Yeah.
Which is like what I have disgusting stories of if I ate in front of people, then I would eat a small amount. But if I ate alone, like I would just eat everything because I was so hungry. Like my body was so starved. So, and I mean, I still to this day deal with like binging and purging issues. I'm much better than I was, but it's been years of like trying to figure it out, and I have to be like so mindful of it all the time.
Yeah. You used to count your calories? Do you know how many calories you were eating a day?
Most days I didn't. Like, I really didn't eat. Like,
did you just sleep a lot because your body's just so exhausted?
Yeah, so, like, my freshman year of college, I, would wake up, I had, like, an 8 a.m. class, which I missed a lot, and then I think this was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I had, like, an 8 a.m. class, and I would either go or miss it, and then I had, like, a 2 hour, or, like, an hour and a half break in between. And if I was going to that second class, I would go to the cafeteria, and you have, like, meals and points, right? Like, you're through your tuition, you've got a certain, like, number of meals and points are, like, dollars, and meals are, like, you have, like, 6 meals a week, and you just use them for whatever. I would use a fucking meal to get a big-ass soda, like a Route 44, like, or whatever the hell size soda.
Yeah.
And just suck it down really fast and either sleep until my next class or, like, go to the next class and then drink, like, another soda at some point during the day. But that's what I would do to keep myself full, is, like, drink a bunch of stuff. I drank a lot of water, a lot of soda. But, yeah, I would, like, not eat food. Like, sometimes I got tater tots in the evening from the whatever. And then there was a lot of times that I would go to like the little grocery store on campus and buy stuff and be like, okay, I'll get like 4-string cheeses and that'll like last me for the rest of the week, and I'll get like this family size bag of Chex Mix and I'll just snack on that. And then I'd be in my dorm and like 2 hours later I've eaten the entire family size bag of Chex Mix.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang.
And then, so it's just at that point, because I think I just didn't need to eat as much like when I was in high school. And of course I was like around my mom, so I didn't eat breakfast. I would eat like, I never bought a lunch in high school. Like I never purchased one the whole time I was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not pizza days, not chicken nugget days.
No, I never purchased a lunch. Like sometimes I would get something out of the vending machine occasionally, but usually it would just be like a Powerade.
Dang, because I was always starving at the end of that school day. I'm like, I need to go home. I need to eat right now.
I remember my 9th grade geometry class was the last class of the day, and I would just like, my stomach would just be so loud, gargling, because I just didn't eat. Like,
were you embarrassed by that? Because I'm like, shut up, stomach.
I think I was embarrassed by it, but I think I got so much pride out of not eating.
Like you felt accomplished.
Yeah. Like I felt
That's
like
some mental...
Yeah.
Some mental, like, willpower right there, like, mentally.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm not doing it.
And, like, my only goal was, like, just to be as, like, empty and thin as I possibly could. And so that it doesn't make a lot of, like, logical sense, but that translates to, like, laxatives. Like, there was a point in time for a long time, where I was taking, like, 12 laxatives a day. And I wasn't even eating food, so it didn't matter. But I would, if I ate... I would drink, and I felt bad about it, which was all the time. This happened, I have just so many, like, fucked up things that I did. My junior year of high school, the graduation for the graduating seniors that year, I ate, my mom and I were splitting a burrito, and I ate, I think she bought 2, like, one for the next day, and I ended up eating a whole burrito, and I was, like, so ashamed. I drank an entire 2-liter gallon, or 2-liter, like I used to carry around the 2-liter, an empty, like, Dr. Pepper thing, but I would fill it up with water. So I drank that entire thing in, like, 30 minutes and fell asleep. And then by the end of I felt fine after I woke up, but I did that a lot too. I would, like, take naps if I felt fat, because I knew when I woke up I would feel empty again. So I drank that whole 2-liter thing and then took a nap and woke up and felt okay. And then by the end of the graduation, I was about to pee my pants. I remember, like, and I couldn't move because I was in the band. I was on the floor with them, so I, like, couldn't leave. And I remember getting up at the end of it, like, running to the bathroom, and I peed for like 5 minutes straight. Like,
yeah. The person next to you is like, "Are you okay?
What's going on, girl? I drank 2 liters of water
Yeah, those are the
before
worst.
this."
You're just like, disclaimer.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like, some girls will walk with you in the bathroom, like, when you're friends, and try to talk to you while you pee, and you're like, this is just gonna be a real long one. I'm just gonna let you know.
I'm also proud of my pee, so...
That's amazing.
Oh my God, look at how hydrated I am.
You know what? I am living my best life. I have a question, though. Did your friends not notice this stuff, or did they?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And, yeah.
And I don't know if I just, like, brushed people off, or, like, there wasn't enough knowledge about it at that time. I do feel, not really, but I don't feel personally failed, but I feel like if I had a daughter who was going through this stuff and she was, like, going to fucking doctors, and, like, I went to a therapist, I went to a nutritionist, because my mom was, like, not happy with what I was doing. But I would feel like these people were failing my daughter and not catching these signs, because, like, an eating disorder is a psychological disorder. Like, it's something that has to be, you can't just expect it to go away. Like, it has to be, like, taken care of, and you have to have, like, you have to go through these certain steps, and it's different for everybody, but, like, these certain things have to be addressed. The person has to accept that it is an eating disorder. One of my friends, like, reported me to our not our counselor, but, like, our vice president in high school, because she was worried about me, and she had gone through, like, similar stuff, but I just, like, blew it off. Like, I just had this in my mind that, like, this is in my mind, that was how it was going to be forever. Like, I just
when
wasn't going to start
young,
eating
you know what I
food.
mean?
Yeah.
You're so young.
Yeah, I just thought, like, for forever, I will not eat food. This is how I'll live forever.
Jeez.
And, like, knowing that it's, like, all I ever thought about was food. All I ever cared about was food. And or, like, not eating it. I would stay home from, like, social events if I felt fat.
Yeah.
All through high school, all through college. I ran insane marathons. My first or second half marathon, my left arm, there was like shooting pains going up and down my left arm.
Yeah.
Which potentially, so when you don't eat, your body eats all your stored fat and eats all your muscles. It starts eating your muscles.
That's a lot to take in. Ooh.
And your heart's a muscle. So like,
oh, stop. I can't. Can't, Brooke.
That's how
Brooke.
people die, is their heart atrophies. And people die from anorexia. So like,
oh, jeez Louise.
Like I pretty much like got there. Like I was having like crazy heart stuff.
Wow.
And like that didn't stop me either. Like I was still running. I was still doing crazy shit. Yeah. So that's grit.
That is grit. If I've ever known grit.
And I think I used it all up. I really want to look into and find out if there's any statistics about like, can you use up all your grit? Because I'm like,
no!
Now I have no fucking grit. I've got no grit whatsoever. Like,
what do you mean?
I can't even go on a run anymore. Like,
oh, but it's not determined just for physical, like, exercise. There's different things.
I know, and I don't have grit for any of it.
I mean, look, we're making a podcast. On days we do want to do it, and on days we don't.
That's true. That's true.
I'm going to pat you on the back just for that. And myself.
Thanks, girl. Podcast grit.
I do have to tell you, though, we did the turkey trot, right?
Yeah.
I never told you this. But I don't know. I'm not a runner. I'm not a runner.
You like crushed. I remember that it's 5 miles. And you were like, yeah, so I ran like 3 miles the other day to get ready for this.
Yeah, I did it like the day before like an idiot.
And I was like, girl, this is 5 miles, right?
Yeah, and you know what occurred to me in that moment when you said that was that I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to let my friend down because I was unprepared. So what did I do?
You ran the damn thing.
I took pre-workout, put Lil Wayne on, and you were like, do you want to slow down? And in my head, yes. Logically, yes, I do want to slow down. I'd like to walk the rest of the way, Brooke. But because I'm not letting you down, I'm going to just... I had like leg cramps in the middle of it. But I was like,
Do you remember the end? Do you remember when we ended?
No, I don't. What did we do?
We were like... You were just dying. Like, you were dying. Like, you were just I need a minute. Like, head between your legs.
Like, slightly just irritated in general. That sounds like me.
That's so funny, too, because I remember thinking, like when I was asking you, like, yeah, like, we can totally slow down. Like, I'm totally fine with slowing down. It's not that big of a deal. I was like, I guess she's
stubborn.
I guess she's fine.
You were, like, planning for this. This was, like, you were, like, ready. I swear you did a couple other turkey trots as well after that. So I felt like... I couldn't let you down, So that was just funny stuff.
You crushed it. You crushed it.
Yeah, I remember you saying, like, okay, guess we're gonna keep running. I was probably like, I was in the zone. I had Lil Wayne. I was like, we're doing this.
This is happening. This is happening.
That is so funny.
It's hilarious.
I guess, like, when I think of in terms of, like, grit stories, maybe, and this is not even, like, how long term are we getting here, y'all? This is just going to be, like, a couple months.
That's fine. I think that's fine.
Gosh, this is so immature. When I was really young, for all y'all out there that had to pay your own bills, whatever you had to do if you sling...
Not me.
No. If you got to sling those tacos, you was slinging the tacos. If you got to whip up that burger, baby, you whipping it up. Anyways, so I took a break from college because I wanted to do film. And I honestly, there's some reluctancy.
There was?
There's reluctancy right now, currently.
To tell the story.
Yeah, to actually tell the story.
Okay, let's talk it through. What is it?
Okay, well.
What's the reluctancy?
Because I just, It's gonna get weird, y'all. We're just gonna go with it.
I'm so ready for it.
Okay.
I'm so ready for it.
Good. We're gonna get there. And hopefully I never mentioned this, and I am gonna refrain from saying names because this was like such a toxic time in my life. So I took a break from school and I was working at a restaurant. And I got onto this film set. It was my first film set, and you know, I took up the opportunity to be on that film set. Well, while I'm on that film set, you know, I don't think, like, you know, when you're, like, young 20s, you're, like, figuring out your life, you know? And you kind of want to be accepted by people. I think that's instinctual. I wanted to be accepted by the people on the film set.
Sure.
So there was kind of, like, you know, I was so excited. Like, I could see this movie for years to come. I'll forever know that I worked on this film. It is a substantial budget, you know, and I'm getting to meet so many people, so I'm so excited. But when I was on that film set, I think I was just a very vulnerable person at that time period. And I was dealing with some people that, like, I don't know, that have been doing this for a while. And I found myself in a position where I came to the realization that, you know, I was kind of being manipulated in some ways, you know? It was so weird. I had nobody I felt like I could turn to, and that's also my own trust issues, but I'm, like, looking around, and, you know, I have somebody that said they were going to pay me for being on set, and they didn't pay me at all. I had about... Look, Brooke.
Hard pass.
And I'm like, okay, so we're not going to pay Stevie, and, after the set was done, I mean, like, first off, I'm dealing with all these psychos. Okay, maybe they're not all psychos, but I also wasn't comfortable with myself that it just went to a spiral effect in my life.
Sure.
Of people just trying to manipulate and use me, whether they're, like, trying to be with me in a sexual way, or just, like, have me work for free when they told me they were going to pay me. So I had about $5 in my account. Rent was due. This is true story. And my chick friend was like, yo, I have no money. I have no place to stay. I was like, move in. I let her move her stuff in.
Pay the rent, girl.
No. I didn't ask anything over. I did, you know, I don't know. I'm like that sometimes. Like, when I was younger, it's just like, dude, move in. And I literally had to go to a job that I had quit for the film.
And be like,
yo, you need to hire me back?
Hey.
I'm really sorry.
Y'all remember me?
She back. But, I mean, that was like...
Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, that was the craziest stuff. Like, I had never seen just... Honestly, it was my first time experiencing being around people cheating on their spouses. People lying to people, and, like, them not knowing I knew the truth, but, like, I was just like, it was weird, man. I was like, I'm in some weird hierarchy system, and I just want to talk to people on a normal level, but I can't even function like that, and I can't be vulnerable. So I was like, and now I have no freaking money. That was, like, the craziest thing.
So did you ever get paid for it?
No.
Damn,
I didn't get paid back.
dude.
It was like, I don't know. I felt so uncomfortable because I felt like it just, I did not feel comfortable asking for money, and it was so weird. So I went and I got my job back, which is fine, but, like, I was, like, late on rent, you know, they start, like, $20 a day, you know.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. And so, I mean, I paid for it. I tried to supply food for my friend when she's at my house. So I was trying. But
here's some McDonald's value menu.
Yeah,
Let's
like,
do it.
I was like, I'm risking it for the biscuit, baby. I'm going in the film world.
The chicken biscuit.
Yeah, but now I'm at a different place where, like, you know, I work in film. Now I know how to create those standards, but that was such a weird place, and I wanted it so bad, and I was...
you were just putting up with...
I was willing, you know, you gotta kind of, like, be okay with yourself and not be so affected by everybody else, like, and I just hadn't built that wall strong enough to, you know.
Girl, so we still working on it.
We
on
still
this
working.
side.
You know what I mean? But I was, like, effed up, you know, and then I had realized, like, some of the actors on set, they had, they got along with everybody, but also they had their own world they went back to, and I was like, exactly.
Yeah.
That makes... Yeah, Stevie, you missed the memo. The memo was in front of you. You looked over the memo.
You filed it in the wrong place.
Girl, it said your name on it, okay? But anyways, yeah, that was some crazy stuff. I mean, I still will do film, and now I'm at a place where I can have my own grounding.
That's badass.
Persevere through the stuff.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of that in film. Like, if you want that to be your job, like, there's just so much to get through. Like, so much grunt work that you have to do.
Yeah, you do grunt work, but also, like, I don't know, man. I saw some, like, girls just, like, give themselves up completely just for, like, a small role, and I was like, that was bizarre to me, man.
Yeah.
And I literally wanted to kind of, like, this person, I wanted to grab her by the shoulder and be like, baby, you are worth more. You got this, babe. Like, you know, and then it's like people defining themselves on success. And so you're in this world. It was just weird. And I don't think everything's like that. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, there's some good people out there, man. It was, I don't know, man. That was like some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, crazy.
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 But you persevered.
Yes.
You made it through.
See.
Okay. Now I'm realizing that I have to use the same level of grit that I had for my disordered eating. That came that's the problem. Is like, that's the only time in my life that grit has come naturally to me.
Yeah.
Like, which is so fucked up. But hey, welcome to my world.
But you know what? There is this, like, a sense of, like, not knowing when you're young. You know what I mean? Like, time is completely different. Like, these things play a different role. I feel like when you're young and you think you have time and you're just like, you know what? This is going to be my main priority. Yeah. You know? It's like a different place.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things, is what I'm saying, bro.
So I don't have to have that insane of grit.
Grit,
is that
yeah.
what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think that you can, especially for me, like, I'm kind of an obsessive, I have an obsessive personality?
Personality?
Oh, personality.
Is I don't know if their ego is like a different persona. I'm like, I'm ready.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It came out.
Weird, yeah.
I wasn't mad about it. I was like, yes, okay. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Okay, but anyways.
I have an obsessed, like, I will obsess over things that I really like. Like, I'll get very, like, into them and, like, only worry about them for that amount of time. So I think that that's where that came from. That was, like, the earliest iteration of it. And I just had more energy back then, just in general. So I had, like, a lot behind it. So I just have to find that again, you know, for some motivation. Yeah. I gotta channel that grit. Oof. But, like, chill out on her a little bit. Not too much
That's like
grit.
a balancing beam.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I'd be fine. Like, I don't think I could ever have that much again. Where, like, I'm just pushing through every insane thing. If
you were, like, a stand-up comedian and you were about to make your big break, I think you'd be like, Grit.
It would pop up out of nowhere.
You would be like, possessed by it.
Where have you been?
You're like, I'm ready.
Oh my god.
No, because that would be like an amazing career. Imagine.
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Or like Theo Von was like, if Theo Von was like, Brooke, I need somebody to be a stand-up comedian.
I need somebody.
Would you just work on that all week long?
Anybody.
Yeah, sing it.
Yeah, I would I would panic.
Oh.
I think I would panic and be like, hell no, man.
Oh, dude, I'd come and kick down your door. I'd be like, we're preparing. We're preparing together.
You're not sleeping. You're not doing anything.
Your nails aren't done with this face on them.
Let's go. Get your appointment ready, girl. Get it ready. Get it in the books. We've got shit to do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I need to, like, I wonder if there's ways to get your grit back. Get your grit back, girl. You think that's a thing?
Get your grit back. I don't know why. It's like, I feel like it means like Granny lost her teeth.
Or like Stella got her groove back.
Yeah.
I think I need a, like, get your grit back course. Because I used to have so much grit.
You still do. I think, you know what, Brooke, you're not even giving yourself enough credit.
Yawning.
Because, y'all, she has 2 jobs right now, okay? I looked at her schedule. It looked a little crazy.
I saw the schedule.
It's like, are you alive right now?
Barely.
That's what I'm saying.
Barely. I was off, not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before.
Great.
So I worked straight for a week, and then that Sunday, that Monday, and then I had Tuesday off.
You are a wild child.
And now I don't think I have another. It's right now, date of recording, March 11th.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I have another day off until April.
Dude. Brooke. It's just giving me anxiety thinking about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, it's gonna get real funny when she's sleep deprived, y'all, so let's get funky.
It's gonna get weird up in here.
It's gonna get weird.
Okay, should we wrap this up?
Let's wrap it up. All right.
This is our favorite part of the show.
Yeah, how do we say goodbye?
Longly.
Longly?
Longly.
I like that.
Is that a word?
Adjective.
We take our time. We take our sweet ass time.
We take our time because we were running around the bush. We knew it was there. I saw it. It was like the end sign, and then I was just like,
nope.
Let's dance around it real quick.
Not ready. We're not ready.
We're not ready.
We're not ready for that. We like being here. We like
being weird. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna hit y'all up, one day, just so you know, on that Thursday when we drop the next episode. So just check us out.
Follow us on our social medias.
Or send us an email if you want to join us on the show.
Or follow us in real life.
Yeah, all the above.
Whatever. I've never had a stalker.
Check out the bio.
Please don't stalk me.
Please don't stalk me. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Okay, we love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, thanks for listening to us, guys.
Yes, if you want to give a shout out or just reach us.
Or send in like a topic you want us to bullshit on.
Yeah. Our email is helpthepodcast@gmail.com, and our Instagram is...
It is at The Help Podcast.
At The Help Podcast.
And you can search Facebook, The Help Podcast. We're on there as well. And you can find all of our episodes on any major podcasting platform.
Yes.
iTunes, Stitcher.
Or if you get confused, just email us. We'll help you.
We'll send you the link, girl. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, guys.
Y'all have a good one.